I'm putting it on the board.
What was supposed to do today?
I'm putting it on the board.
What's in the band room?
That's like a lot more.
Yeah, that's 5. They got the outside ones.
Oh, that's where you hustled to, Sonic.
Well, no, but if you're coming from the
Okay,
band room,
okay.
you have to go up the flight of
They
stairs.
brought that to me.
What'd you get? Flight of stairs, it's hungry.
Coke with vanilla.
Did you get to choose, or did they just?
No, we get to choose.
Nice.
Well, they say one. You get one added because they do it for all the teachers. So like, if everyone asks for 7 things, it gets too complicated. So it's one at the most.
I saw them bringing it in.
Okay, I don't know if I did not hear the bell because I came in a little bit later here, but the bell should have gone off. Okay, well they were on earlier.
Yeah.
Alright, if you did not turn in, guys, you need to listen. If you don't hear me and you don't turn it in, you're going to get it counted late. So, 93 was the one I asked for on Google Classroom. That was our 3.3 book assignment from a couple weeks ago. I honestly just kind of forgot to ask for it more recently. So, if you did not turn that into Google Classroom, you need to make sure your name is on it and come put it in the box. Then I need your phones, smartwatches turned into the front, and our quiz today is no calculator, so your desk needs to be cleared off. So do those things so I can let you get started. And it is fairly short, which just means you've got time to check your answers, but I know you were not here for the first part, so I'll let you try it.
Wait, what
And if it helps you great, I'll let you
What is that?
93. Book page number 223. Guys, she talked to me.
Huh?
It's wild.
Who did?
Caroline. I said hi to her once, and she never said anything to me.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Warm hell.
What are you doing?
I don't even cheat. I don't cheat, I swear. He knows I don't cheat because I get like 19 out of 37.
He knows you don't cheat because your scores are so bad.
Oh.
What'd you say?
Okay, so this one does not have point values on there, but the multiple choice questions are 2 points apiece. And those are either right or wrong, no partial credit there, so you should double check your answers, especially since there's time. There are 6 equations to solve, those are 3 points apiece. But those you can earn partial credit, so make sure your work is where I can read it and follow it.
Do you have a stapler?
There's a little one right here. Thank you. And there's a couple things, there is something I would like you to work on after the quiz, but I will wait and mention that when all the quizzes are turned in. But it is also typed up on the agenda up there, so for those of you that finish early, I said there is a small assignment after the quiz that I will verbalize once I have all the quizzes in. But if you finish early, you're welcome to read the agenda and start on that if you know what it is.
Christian, turn around. Turn around.
Oh.
Nobody needs you to monitor everybody. me tell you guys
The other part of today. Alright, so one is I want you to go back and finish the test review. So the test review I actually gave to you like over a month ago. I gave it to you before we did the 193132 part of the test, that 50-point test. And I didn't have you do the 3-3-3-4 questions because we hadn't learned those at the time, but I told you that I would have you come back and do those and then turn it in. So that's somewhere in your binder because I did not ask you to number it at the time. I wanted it to be close to the test. So one is, I'm telling you what the number is today. It's number 99 for your binder. So here in a couple minutes, you need to dig through your binder and find that. And again, you should have half of it finished already, so the rest of it is pretty quick. At least my other two classes, those students were easily able to finish that up in class. But three main things that we'll be doing in class on Friday. One is we have a short true-false quiz over log properties that I'm about to talk about. Second is I will take questions from that second half of the test review. So if you have, Diego, what are you doing? If you work it and figure out which questions you need help with, then you'll be ready to ask those. And I will collect that for a grade, so you need to have it done anyway, so please do it before next class, but again, I think you can do it in class today. And I will pass back today's quiz so you can see which questions you missed and we can discuss the ones that you need to discuss. Remember that the test is over the same stuff as the quiz. The quiz was over two sections, 3-3 and 3-4. It was a 30-point minor grade, but next Monday, we will review Friday. Next Monday will be the 50-point test. Same type of questions, change a base, expand, condense, solve equations. Shouldn't feel any harder than today's quiz. So if you felt pretty good about that, then you're probably going to have to do very little studying, but if you get it back and you see that you made a few mistakes, those are the things you need to correct before the test. Okay, the true-false stuff. I haven't warned you about it before today just because it's not exactly something that you guys can study specifically for. Everything we've been doing is basically working you up to this. It is like a 17-question true-false quiz, but I only do like half a point each, so it's like an 8-point grade, and even if you don't read the questions, you've got a 50-50 shot. So it's not super impactful for your grade, but it's good for you guys to see that if there's some of these properties that you just kind of know, then sometimes you're going to be using them incorrectly, which is of course going to cause some problems. So what I did is I made up 4 sample questions. These questions are not exactly the same on the true-false quiz, but it gives you an idea of what we will be asking you to do. So look at these 4. Which one do you feel most confident would be true? You think number 1 is true? Does everyone agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, so if you condense addition, it condenses into multiplication. 7 times 5 is 35. I agree with you. Is there any others that you think are true? Okay, how do you know number 3 is correct? Right, it's just change the base. So we're not like trying to trick you or anything. But then what about number 2?
False.
Okay, so what do you think the person tried to do here?
Multiplying the two numbers, but like it would be an exponent, so it'd be natural log of 100.
Right. So if it equaled natural log of 100, you guys would say it was true. But it looks like they brought the 2 up and did times instead of exponent, right? So that's what I'd say. I don't think that's tricky because if you really know that property and you've done that property maybe 100 times at this point in this class alone, you know, don't talk yourself into thinking something's true. If it doesn't look like something you've practiced many times, then it's probably false because you probably haven't needed to practice it much. What about this? Natural log of 100 over natural log of 10. Can we divide those and get a 10 there?
No.
That's correct. That is false. So It's kind of like they're trying to condense, I guess, but that's not a way to condense. You can condense addition, you can condense subtraction, you cannot condense division. So anyway, it's not meant to be tricky, but I try to make it low points so that it's not like super high risk, since you don't have one specific thing to study. But my rule of thumb is, if it's true, you should probably know it's true pretty quickly because you've done it many times. And if it's not true, don't spend too much time looking at it and trying to talk yourself into thinking it's true. It should feel pretty natural after you've done this much logarithms. That's true. No pun intended. So we will have that on Friday. Again, that's a super quick 17 true-false questions. We will get today's quiz back so you can see what mistakes you made, ask the questions you need to ask, and I will ask for questions from the test review. So at this time, go ahead and find your test review where you buried it in your binder weeks ago. Numbered is 99, and go ahead and start to finish that up, please.
Are we gonna hit triple digits?
Well, we're on 99 now, and we've got
So probably not.
a few more class periods.
A few more?
Yeah, a few more.
It's gonna be close.
You got like 9 more weeks of school. You got like a quarter of the school year left, unless you're a senior. There's a big, this is the marathon part of the year. After spring break, it's a long
Why do seniors get to leave?
Because they're lazy bums.
graduation. They have to reserve a venue for graduation, so then that sets the date.
So, okay. So they just don't have to do work after.
They always get to leave early.
Okay.
When you're a senior, you'll get to leave a few weeks early too.
I don't want that.
Do you,
Hmm.
do you learn? Like, are you done? Because
You're done, yeah.
Yeah, you're done. You're done until August 17th
I don't know.
with college. I said they just let us all out early.
Well, and then the other problem is, it's like you might think, well, why don't they just reserve like Barnhill or wherever they do it, like later in the year? But the problem is, like, all the schools around here need a big venue, so, and there's only a few to go around. So that's traditionally why seniors get out a little bit early.
But
Anyway,
then-
the rest of you guys got several more weeks to go.
Just use somebody's
But then do we
backyard.
learn more after they leave?
Do you learn more?
Yeah.
Of course.
But they don't have to learn more?
No.
Like their grades just set?
Yeah, they're not here. Now,
Dude, that'd
if
be
they were
awesome.
not passing, they have the option to keep coming for a few more weeks until the actual date of graduation
Okay.
to try to get it up. But yeah, when you're a senior,
Well, like you won't
Like-
give us like zeros for like not doing any work?
no, you are still responsible for the work after
Oh.
the seniors leave.
Okay. No, sorry. When we are seniors, they're not responsible for the work?
Right.
Okay.
Once you're done, you're done.
Thank you for not
That would be like me giving you zeros for work June 2nd when you're out of school for the summer.
Okay.
Like, that wouldn't be fair.
Yeah.
You didn't know that seniors got out early?
I guess I didn't remember it last year. I don't know.
Okay, one more thing though. When you guys find this in your binder, please keep looking in your binder, because I don't want you to have to redo the whole thing, but I have not given you a grade on it. So if you can't find it, I guess it's kind of your punishment for not having your binder together. But I do have extra copies of it on the bottom of the bookshelf over there. So if you can't find it, please go get another one. I want to make sure I say that. I did actually hear one piece of information that some of you will be happy about for next year.
Yep.
There's going to be no more AMI days.
Thank God.
But that means
I like day by days.
I like them too. Now when there's snow days, you'll have them at the end of the year.
Hey, we still leave early, so I mean, I'm not complaining.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't
Oh, yeah,
change
you're
a
right.
thing for me.
Well, y'all have to be careful. If it's a lot of snow days, some years we do like Saturdays and take off a couple days off spring break and stuff. So you would be responsible for those.
Yeah, that's
Honestly,
Yeah,
I
essentially
really
you
do my
guys
day.
for us juniors. That's
no,
not
we
too
have Saturday school.
bad.
I
Not
don't
when we
give
have
a crap about
Saturday
one or
school.
2 extra days.
Well, as long as it's
Well, you're
one
gonna
or
get
two.
Saturday school.
Well, we did that.
Okay, if you can't find that and you need an extra copy, you can't find it on the bookcase, please let me know. If you do see any questions on it today, I'd be happy to help. But otherwise, make sure you have them ready to go Friday, please.
Are you with New Life?
Am I what?
New life?
No. Have like I gone there?
Yes.
No. Have you?
No.
You wanna